you don't have enough damage if you don't kill them. You kill them either in the first 3 seconds or you don't kill them at all.
Yeah.
And with Alk, that's a hero that scares me a lot because if he lives with 100, 200 health, suddenly he's going to be back to full fighting and able to man up and kill the egg. But you know what? They do have kind of weak lanes, though, on the side of Viking GG. Yes. Vengeful Spirit isn't really a strong lane support. Ember Spirit is punishable. Pangolier is punishable, and so is Alk. So this is definitely on Alliance to turn up the tempo and just pressure this Alk. They don't even necessarily have to kill him a lot in the mid game, but if they're just running at him a lot, so he has to keep basically dodging them rather than farming, that could be a recipe for success for them as well.
Yep. Oh, see, initiation. Nico Baby and Aramis dueling it out. That'll be an easy one for Snake King,
Good
actually.
Start.
And yeah, so as the panel talked about, though, Snake King playing on this Grimstroke, and it looks like he's playing the 5. And we kind of talked about it on the win. We were driving over because we both played with Snake King. We both know him. It's very interesting to see him play in the 5 role because he does play support now, but he plays the greedy 4. Now playing a 5 for a greedy player, I'm just curious to see how he does.
Yeah, I also I think he's riding the high off of that C9 victory over EG.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
He's definitely feeling himself coming into
That's why
series.
they got him. They wouldn't have picked him up. They're like, dude, he's got the heat now. We need it in the playoffs, lower bracket.
And they understand, man.
Middle lane. All right, we're going to see the Flame Guard. We haven't actually seen Flame Guard get skilled too much, even in the middle lane, but going up against the Death Prophet will pick it up.
Yeah, the Flame Guard absorbs 80, and Death Prophet's nuke is 75, so I think that's why he took it.
Just get a few first creeps. In the top lane, it's one of the lanes you wanted, BSJ, for a long time. It is the Grimstroke. Ricky, when do you become a kill lane with this? Is it from the start, or is it like level 2, level 3?
Yeah, it's usually level 2 or level 3 because in this case, he definitely needs his Tricks of the Trade to keep hitting Toby when he's level 2 because the disarm it allows you to still hit them. And then Pangolier being able to disengage pretty decently makes it such that you will have to expend 2 blinks just to keep the Inkswell on him rather than being able to hit him a lot. So it really is going to boil down to both lanes on this side will need their level 2s at the very least to get kills, and Aramis is getting himself a level 2 underneath the tower by himself. Meanwhile, Toby's kind of just soaking the XP of Nico Baby that has pulled the wave to himself. So there's the classic 2 separate lanes going on in the top lane.
Yeah. And then the other lane, it is bottom. Stun will actually fly out on this Phoenix. Phoenix very low, starts with 0 armor, a wave of terror plus a couple of right clicks. You're feeling it.
Chad was trying to get that last time, the Centaur, but Centaur killing his fellow comrade.
Yep. And then Shad gets the 2 little ones. He's like, it's like I got 2 big ones with my gold. I'll take it. And so how should the Centaur do down here? Centaur should do pretty damn good, right?
Yeah, he should.
Like, okay.
I think his lane should be just fine. He already has the Bracer, which I don't know if I'm a fan of, to be honest, since he's against Wave of Terror as well as Acid Spray. He does have Buckler potentially coming out, but
I like that.
Yeah, I thought he would just go pure armor regen here. Usually the way to deal with Alk is just to make it so under his Acid Spray you can potentially still run at him. And being at 5 base armor, or with the Ring of Protection, 5 armor on S4, the Retaliate, as you see, Chad is just kind of not hitting him. So rather, like on the Alchemist, the best way to approach this lane is to say, okay, if I hit this guy, he's going to hit me back even harder. And we'll just do our little trades here. Sit underneath my Acid Spray.
What happened to the Ring of Taras? Because it wasn't just NA and SCA as we watch. Initiation, are they going to be able to bring down this Alchemist? Sure looks like it's so much damage. Yep. And S4 actually gets the kill. He will love that. Did Ring of Trash just like die out? Is it too expensive or?
Yeah, they nerfed it by 50 gold and he nerfed it by 0.75 regen, right? Or maybe 0.5 regen.
So it's just like a double nerf. It's like it was value and now it's like maybe okay.
It was like so close to being the best. It was like the best item by a small margin, and then people were still buying it when it got nerfed to 50 gold, and now it's just like. Or nerfed by 50 gold, and now they're like, oh, is there really the most valuable item? Why don't we just get a Ring of Health towards a Vanguard, and that only costs 150 more, and it gives us more regen, you know?
Yeah. That makes sense.
So it's funny how close those things are.
Yeah, when do you want to see, so is it Ricky gets Diffusal and just follows the Alk this game, do you think?
I don't even think it's Ricky in the early to mid game. I think he can make mid game moves with his Grimstroke behind him, but
oh my goodness.
I wasn't really commenting on that because we were watching it.
Yeah.
I didn't think anything significant was going to happen, and then he just died.
Dude, the Shadow Poison, level
Level
2,
two,
yeah, it destroys him. Holy smokes. And all of a sudden, this top lane, it turns around a little bit.
Yep, mid lane.
And bottom, everyone's just getting harassed all over the place. Celery and Chad are both super low. S4, he is bullying him out.
This is my concern for the Viking GG lineup. I mentioned their lanes are punishable, and Centaur relies on early momentum. Death Prophet absolutely can capitalize on a good start, which he absolutely has, doubling the CS. 14 denies to 1
goodness.
in the mid lane.
This is a beatdown middle. I didn't realize it was that bad. You see Lim, he is fine just trading this. He's going for it. Is he? He's in the Tree Spirit Siphon. The Fairy Fire, one last attack, and it will be enough.
Even tanking a tower shot with the illusion.
Nice play there, and I think this means he will need that 6-minute rune, so we'll see if Viking GG wants to help their middle by going and trying to secure that so Limp can't get it.
He's probably going to go to his tri-camp and pick up the bounty.
Okay, that makes it even easier.
He might even go for the aggressive one if Hanskin wants to secure it for him, but Limp seems to be content with just the one.
Yeah.
And that's a nice refill to full health for him. Going to have the boots, probably a win lace pretty soon. I've seen Limp go a lot of time he goes phase boots. I wouldn't doubt it this game because you're against the minus armor of Pangolier as well as Alk, and you're also going to be running around a lot to try to take down those early towers as well as follow the Alk during his farming. The Riki, it's like, you know, you're on this timer, get this defusal as soon as you can while potentially maybe showing up to fights with that Inkswell. But mainly, they're just going to constantly pressure lanes. Centaur is going to walk down his lane. The Death Prophet's going to ult, and they can bring a support like they are with the Grimstroke here. He's actually just refilling the bottle.
Wow. It's a Snake King showing I am a position 5. I can do those things.
A lot of pressure on bottom tower coming out from the catapult as they potentially are going to kill him here.
That's going to be a lot of damage. We do have a stun from the Vengeful. Goes out. Will hit S4.
Minus
S4,
armor.
he's just diving under. He's like,
Zero
you know
armor.
what? I'm killing the tower right now even while I'm dying, but he's dying himself.
0 armor.
He's
-5
dead.
armor.
He's just dead.
Yeah.
A little bit of grit. That's
huge.
Yeah, you kind of just give him a free one. Aramis going to go for the TP. Oh my goodness, the ghost fish swarm him like piranhas. Can't get out of there, and boom. Not much he can do. Bottom lane, they're going in again on Handskin. Very low armor because the wave tear, but needs 2 more attacks. Only has enough for 1.
Alchemist just farms his wave and gets out. It might be really good for him because he's going to get level 5. He's going to have most of his treads. A lot of space alleviated for him with that S4 overextension.
Yeah, and that was a big deal. You see, he has all the creeps. He's like, I'll get these retaliate stacks. I'll run at you. But Shad doesn't hit him. Doesn't get any. In middle lane, they're diving in. TP's a coming. But Limp just backs out, and they know he doesn't have ulti, so pretty easy to commit on him. So much damage being done to this Ember Spirit. Oh my goodness.
It's a first pick Death Prophet, too.
It is, and look at this. They're just holding him under their own tower. They can't even kill him. There's going to be a stun now. Wave of Terror goes out. I just don't think you can even jump on him. Especially with the Ember. It's been a long time since I've seen the straight-up maxed Flame Guard. It just seems slight so value, whether you go magical or physical, that people have just been maxing it.
I think he realizes they have lane issues, and the only way to solve that is to try to level your skills that push out waves.
Oh, perfectly timed fly with the
sick.
inks. Well, that was sick. Alliance, they are looking clean right now.
Yeah, Shad is already leaving his lane as expected when Centaur gets level 6. They ward deep in the jungle Handskin, so they should be able to probably first take the bottom tower with S4 very freely with this retaliate that he's just going to tank up the tower willingly and naturally rotate to invade the jungle.
Oh, and Handskin stopping the stack and you're stealing experience on his lane. Yeah, because it's not like you're not getting anything out of this even if you don't kill him. You're stealing his experience.
I think they were quite confident in allowing them to have Alchemist now that I've seen the first 5 minutes play out. I wasn't sure if they were going to be able to dominate the lanes as heavily as they did, most notably coming from the mid. That is, as you said, ass beating as he's up by 1,500 net worth over his mid lane counterpart.
And I like how you brought up he might go the phase boots on DP, but he actually goes treads, but then he buys the chainmail next because he's going mag. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He is? And we'll just make it out middle. Boom is currently down 2 full levels and a little extra experience. Oh my goodness, Centaur wants to go for a perfect chain. Saves Boom there though. Well played by him. They're running down Aramis. Oh my goodness, Shad's here. Nico Baby's here. The whole gang's here. And well, Shad's not about to be here and Aramis is not about to be here. If you're Alliance, you just cut your losses and try to get everyone else out, or because it looks like this Alk's definitely dead.
Yeah,
and Aramis is full HP, but he does have boots. I don't know. These two are looking pretty dead.
Yeah, you just let him go for sure.
Man, this Alk, as you said, they have played against him so well. The Centaur is currently 7. The Alk is 5. We see a G coming out, and we're about to see this Alchemist falling over. There's Nico getting the kill. Almost died to the Newts. Aramis goes down as well.
Already a 3K net worth lead against the Alk.
Yep. You look at the top 3 net worth, all on Dire, and it's not even by a little bit. The next close, 400 down. The Centaur's 400 above that Alk, playing so well.
It's a very natural way to play against Alk. It's really the only way to deal with the hero in all patches, is you take his safe lane tower, you invade his jungle, you push him into the triangle, and once you're strong enough to invade the triangle, you then do that. And sometimes, if you win your lanes like they have, that invasion can come as early as 9 minutes, as Alliance is just really just steamrolling them in all fronts here.
Yeah, you see S4 even took, it was the double stacked medium camp, and he left 1 fire ogre, or the ogre bruiser left, so it won't even get the full. Dude,
Shad's going to walk up and be like,
he's like, oh, well, a creep that's low. Oh, but I don't get 3 creeps. And even middle, Limp is so confident. It's level 9 versus level 5. He's attacking. Exactly. There's going to be a stun. A lot of minus summer, like we talked about.
And now extended.
Maybe he should have been. No, he's just too farmed. Top lane, they're looking. Aramis wanted to get the outpost, and he actually did. All right, he suicides and does get the outpost. So his team, they much needed experience.
Alk did get level 6, and Hanskin's going to get his courier flown out to him most likely with the tome, so he'll be level 6. Teamfight will be ready. I don't think teamfight is nearly that important, though, for Alliance this game. I said I was concerned about the lack of BKB egg protecting, but their lineup is just so fast-paced, even with the long ultimates they have, in comparison to that of Viking GG's, as Alk doubles his net worth with that camp there.
Now in the top 3. Whoa. S4 will get stunned up. He doesn't want to commit the ulti to get that position 5. Yep. They will just counter ward.
They're just invading. Hanskin's taking the off-lane farm. When your 4 position is taking the safest farm on the map, that means you're then invading the most dangerous part of the map, which means you're usually winning by a lot. That's usually the best indication that a team is winning.
Oh, we have an initiation top as well as middle. Toby just rolling around, hits onto S4. Nico, baby, low on mana, won't do anything, and Limp, he's just trying to fight him 3v1 middle as this happens top. And bottom is just Boom versus Hanskin. It feels like Vikings trying to farm 3 lanes, but Alliance is just doing the same, but better. And oh, they see Toby. He just jumps away. This pressure. Where do you go? So this will be the last of the tier 1s for Alliance. You still pressure towers. Do you just go back bottom now and repeat and then go from bottom to middle to top?
I think you put your weakest hero on one side of the map, which will be most likely now top. You'll like have your Phoenix when he doesn't have ult defending the lane, and then allow the rest of your team to pressure the tier 2 bottom, and then rotate your way back to mid, and then you go back, like basically exactly what you just said, rinse and repeat for the tier 2s, and then invade Roche eventually. In the meanwhile, you will always be pressuring mid lane. Mid lane, when you are ahead, is what you need to control. It should always be shoved into their tier 2. Rune control, super important. In this case, they actually put their Centaur with no ultimate top, which when I say weakest hero, it's not necessarily weakest in terms of the hero itself is weak. It's the one that you least need to be at the fight.
Yep.
And in this case, he has no ult.
No blink.
No blink.
Can't do much.
The rest of his team is strong. Like Inkswell from the Grimstroke is much more impactful than just a Centaur walking around. Even the Phoenix with ult is quite nice. So,
is Limp ever going to have to go back to base? He now just got a Royal Jelly. He's picked up the Ocean Heart, and he got a regen rune. He's gotten everybody. It feels like he can just go to the river and have 15 HP and mana regen and never leave.
Does not look like he will ever have to go back to base.
This has been a very good DP game. Well played by Limp.
Nico Baby scouting out. They do have a ward sentry.
Oh, they're moving in. Oh, Nico Baby will get stunned up. He is getting Persa. He actually gets stunned up to the hill. That might hurt him. Oh, tricks the trade. He is still super low. He blink strikes away. He's trying to run. Limp's here now. Gets the silence. Boom, in trouble. Will he go down or be able to jump away? He is able to jump away. They see him, but he has another remnant. Nico Baby actually the first person to go down. Well played there by Viking GG. And it will be a 1-for-1 trade that they will take. Because the Alchemist, you know, if you are taking these big fights, Alchemist is farming. Maybe not the quickest, but he is.
think that was like a really good map movement by Alliance, but also really good preparation from
Oh, he's going in snaking.
Oh, this is huge kills.
He gets him in handskin. Yo, he might be dead too. S4, no ulti. Have to time this stun if he does, but looks like handskin will be okay.
This Centaur
and
is
a
not
double.
dying.
Yeah, he's just sitting in the front. Oh my goodness, Toby! You got to be careful. A lot of damage over time with that urn and the fire spirits, but they make it out and they get the counter ward for that stacked jungle.
Alk is going to have a Radiance in about 1,000 gold, which for Alk comes way faster than most other heroes, and somehow they have started making space on the side of Viking GG for Shad. And is it too little too late is the only question. Defusal on Ricky, 750 gold away. For him, Aramis, he's going for an Aetherlands. We see a Greaves coming out for the Pango. Mech will almost be done for him. Boom. He's taking the dangerous farm.
And it is dangerous.
Yeah, he's just trying to shove this lane out as much as he can. Whenever you have an Alk, whatever the opponent's trying to pressure, it's your job to either fight them there or just stall out the lane pressure. And in this case, it's the lane pressure. Late Jelly.
Yeah, he'll take it. I've got a question, and maybe a dumb one. Did they push the towers too quick on Alliance, and it opened up the map even more for, honestly, Viking GG? Because it feels like the map's more split, and doesn't that benefit the Alchemist? Like, because they 4- to 5-man bottom, and the Alk is super far away, and you know they don't have TPs. I know it's like always good to take towers, but it almost feels like it kind of helped the Alk this game.
I think eventually around 10 to 12 minutes, heroes with levels just do enough. As we see Hanskin getting gone on top.
Oh, but the silence. Limp
getting
says
gone on is the question.
Yeah, it's Aramis, and he is definitely not going to be alive. Ulti popped by the center. Nico Baby actually found Shad as well, but he just pops his ulti, and it looks like it'll be Celery dying up here. Slowly but steadily. You're not getting away from this phase boot Centaur with a... They are making a lot of space. This is two of your most farmed heroes chasing down a Vengeful Spirit.
Yeah, you got to do it, but what I was saying is eventually around 10 to 12 minutes, heroes just have enough levels to actually fight you. No, it doesn't really matter if you're behind by 4 to 5k gold, and you do have to bring the numbers to fight them.
Oh,
as
middle
you see,
again.
The bug.
It's eating him. The
dive.
I think he'll be okay, yeah. They are lacking a little bit of damage from both, so at least burst damage from their supports.
Yeah, just notice how Ember really has no farm, but he's still able to draw a lot of attention to himself. He's able to force out the lanes and make it so Alliance has to commit 3 heroes to try to get him out of the lane so that they can then get to the Alk. It just eventually gets harder to continuously pressure the hero that's farming, because the only reason you're able to do that so freely is because you're not afraid of counterplay and there's nothing in the way. But now at this stage, this Ember Spirit doing a great job of being in the way. Toby's doing his best to cut the waves bottom. He does TP out, as he does look like he's afraid. But yeah, it's just a very natural progression. I don't think it's ever... It's only too early to take the towers if you are losing out on efficiency by doing it. I don't really think Alliance stopped farming while they were taking the towers. It's just at this point, it comes down to taking clean fights as they find Hanskin.
Can they get this kill before the goons? They're backing him up on Alliance. They're coming from the river. He gets the egg, and I don't know. Yeah, it's dead, but here they come. They still want to fight. There's the ghost. We have a silence. We do. It's a 3-man silence here.
Double edge.
And it's so much damage. Goodbye, Alk. Goodbye, Pangolier.
That's exactly what you got to do.
And goodbye, Vengeful. Double kill for Limp. He's even going to kill off the Ghost of Venge. And, well, Nico Baby has that Diffusal Blade and 1,000 gold. He's also had that Royal Jelly in his backpack for about 5 minutes now. And there it is. He's using it.
Oh, value. It's the natural rotation when a team is behind, they're going to 4-man your safe lane tower. That's the easiest tower for them to go for. They have like a decent timing with that Alk Radiance, as we see Ember dying again, maybe?
This time he will be going down. The Blink Dagger from S4 suddenly gives them that little bit extra they need to kill the Ember.
Yeah, and that's why there's that period of peace forced onto Alliance, right? Because eventually you have to stop punishing their timings and hit yours, and that's basically what they chose to do. They forced Viking GG away from the bottom half of the map. That makes them have to group up. If they're grouped up, they're like, well, what else are we going to do? I guess we'll go take the top tower, or at least try to. And Alliance with the nice smoke behind. Hanskin a little bit, I don't want to say sloppy, but he got caught out of position as his team was rotating. He had the right idea, was just a bit too early to die there. And
oh my
Aramis,
goodness,
the dive finds him.
I think, did they not see him?
They don't know which one's real.
They don't. Well,
no way.
Did they not even see that one either? Because it looks like they didn't even try it. He's just, all right, he's like, oh, cool. I guess.
See you.
That's big.
Defusal done. BKB being worked on by Nico Baby. BKB being worked on by Shad.
Oh, let's see. I don't think you get this kill middle. We'll see. There's going to be a smoke screen. You're going to have the silence right after as well from the DP. Is it enough? It might be. That silence lasts forever. They need a couple more right clicks. He will make it out. No, Limp with the last auto attack. Very close, but now you see like they were able to farm and fight a little bit between those 3 and 4 minutes, BSJ, like you said, and then they got that one extra item on a few heroes on Alliance, and now it feels like they can't do that.
Yeah, I love Limp's build here. The Lotus Orb is so good against Alk Stun, against Shadow Demon's abilities, against Vengeful Spirit's abilities. You can't swap her. Against the Ember Spirit Chains, against the Pangolier debuff. It's
and you
actually
always want
so
armor.
good. Yeah, it's like on top of the fact that you get the 10 armor.
That is going to be scary, especially you just pop it onto S4. He jumps in, pretty much still unkillable at that point. And a Pupil's Gift. Here you go, Limp. 13 more strength.
Shad with the BKB. There's smoke behind him. So at this stage, it's now Viking GG realizing, okay, they've hit their timing. It's time for us to fight back
Vision
with ours. As Shad working on a blink potentially.
This does feel like a tough initiation. Whoa, they go around the other side. Nico, there's going to be the dust pop. Did it even hit onto him? No. So he is still invis. There's the silence up on Ember Spirit. They jump forward. Silence wearing off. He's going to trick to the trade, but he doesn't use smoke screen. And he makes it away for now. On the backside, there's going to be 2 linked together. It's Celery going down. Pangolier held in place. Has the mech. And wow, somehow only 2 people dying on that as the Ember does die on the backside finally. And the Pango, he gets done, he gets silenced. What? He just went back in to try to play around with them a little, and it did not work.
Armus got 2 bounty runes, the value.
He did. He's just
With
still
an
moving.
Alchemist, it's even more important.
Oh, he is. They needed that. Shad's like, thank you, sir.
I'll take that 280 gold.
But still getting run over, a 9K lead as we see the replay here. You see Nico Baby pop the smoke, but he dodged it, didn't get dusted, was able to get on the backside on Ember, almost brings him down. He brings him down like 2 seconds later, and snaking with a good ulti onto the Pango, just latches him in place, has to cancel the ulti, and, well, the rest is curtains.
There's just way too much like raw HP and crap to deal with on the side of Viking GG. I don't really have a better way to describe it. Even though Ricky's not super tanky, he's actually sitting at 1,600 health with that Pupil's Gift, and your only real lockdown is the Ember Spirit Chains, because all the other stuff is dodgeable. He can disjoint the Venge Stun, the Alk Stun with his Tricks of the Trade.
Yep.
So you have to pretty much chain stun him, and then you're ignoring the fact that there's a Phoenix,
S4.
Grim. Oh, this is important. They can't focus one hero.
He has ulti in 5. Will he make it away? Toby is rolling. It actually ends up hitting on the Ricky, and he is dust this time. He's getting perma-stunned. It looks like the mech to save him. No, it won't be enough.
Okay.
Phoenix Egg will go down. It's an instant buyback. He's going to teleport back onto the outpost. They get a nice link together. The Alchemist is held into place. This is not looking good for Viking GG. They just bring him down. A perfect ulti from both supports. Now there's going to be one from S4, and they're going to find everyone, it looks like. Yep, Shadow Demon trying to run. Triple kill beyond godlike for Limp. Masterclass performance, and yep, kill them all off. They will, besides the Pango who barely makes it away. And oh man, a perfect egg, a perfect Grimstroke ulti holds the Alk in place, and they just destroy him. As you see the odds, yeah, I would probably agree with that. Oh, this just feels like this game's been all Alliance. We had that one, you know, oh, he's got the BKB Radiance. That's his timing. That timing failed. Feels like it's pretty much all but over.
Yeah, I was initially scared about this Alk pick, and then I was like, wait a minute, their lanes are just really bad.
Yeah, like real bad.
On the side of Viking, and Alliance has punished that to the fullest, as a Ricky lineup is taking a 22-minute Rax.
Yep. And they will end up getting it. Silence goes on the Pango, so he can't jump forward. Has the mech. Snake King saying, yo, aim me. I want to die. I love that Chad's like, no, we can get more than this. They're actually literally ignoring Snake King. They'll finally go back to get him. Uh-oh, Nico, maybe this would be a dieback, but they lose vision. Oh, they get the bolas, though. Limp, this would be a gigantic kill, especially if you can get onto one of your cores. If you can bring him down, even he has the Lotus Orb. Yep, he can throw it up again if he needs. He's probably waiting for that stun, but it is going to be from the high ground. He might not see it. He does. He sends it back, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough. He is so damn tanky, like you said. Even with the minus armor, he's still at
this
plus
is 4
12.
heroes for like 20 seconds.
But they get him, and it is 1,000 gold, but it goes to the Shadow Demon, which is great. Oh, they're chasing for more. All right, S4. Got to be careful. He dodges in, dodges out.
Misses the chains.
Good, and now he gets the stun off. Spirit Vessel goes off, and he's able to get out, but they do get
Tier
limp,
1
which
tower
is big.
hype.
Will they get it? It looks like they will.
They definitely should.
Yeah, there is going to be some
Unless
sort of
there's a buyback
defense.
from Limp here.
The slowed attack speed and Shad. He has to run back from the percentage-based damage.
I think you ult and take it if you're scared, but otherwise
You just got to take it.
you gotta get something.
Oh, okay. If that deny, actually, I'm like, oh my goodness, Alk. He gets it though.
That's when you're going after Limp, for instance, and just 4 heroes, and he dies to a neutral, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh.
Everything. There's just a pupil's gift chilling on the ground. Apparently it died to acid spray, but they pick it up.
Alk has a blink going for the AC. I think once he has AC, they actually have enough damage to bring down targets. So, yeah, it doesn't seem like a huge damage item, but they have a lot of innate physical damage, so the minus armor will be quite nice. And we'll just have to see. I think the next point of contention will be Alliance just forcing Roche and say, we dare you to come fight us. They might smoke into a kill first because they're scared of the Pangolier contest. Limp is working on his Ag Scepter. He's 200 gold off, so I think they're waiting for that and his level 18. It's going to be a pretty huge timing for them there as they've taken a bit of a chill pill, and it looks like Viking GG is not content to do the same as they smoke up his 5.
They want to go with that Blink Dagger, bounty runes as well.
Yep, top towers, natural stuff. Ricky's going to walk into Aramis, and he... Ooh. I don't think they saw each other. I don't think Nico Baby saw him at all.
Yeah, I think we just saw pings from the Radiant because the smoke broke.
Yeah, because there's 800 vision at night. I don't think Ricky saw it. Smoke break is, I believe, 1,300.
I do say I've been seeing it now. The Shadow Demon is going to start getting farm because he has started just using the illusions of the Alchemist to farm up with that Radiance himself, and he's been making a decent amount of gold. He's actually level 13 on Shadow Demon.
He's rich.
He's rich. He's high leveled. He's almost as high level as his middle right now.
Yeah, Ether Lens plus cast range means that he can potentially cast a lot more spells that he wasn't able to do before, just purely based on position limitations and the telescope.
And the Keen Optic.
And the Keen
this
Optic.
Shadow Demon can literally disrupt from halfway across the world.
He should give the telescope to Venge and then have himself have the Keen Optic, I think.
The extra 75. But maybe I guess he's playing in different spots than him, so he just wants the extra 25. Who knows? They will get middle tower. Limp brings it down as bottom getting harassed out as well. An AC to counter the AC of Alk already up on the Centaur, though.
Oof. Never mind. Yeah.
It's a pretty good item. You like it there because it nullifies the armor?
Yeah, it's... When you're ahead, you just think about what the opponent's lineup will eventually scale to do, and all that Viking GG has is the physical damage from Pango, physical damage from Alk, physical damage from Venge, and a little bit of magic from Ember, who even has Slight, which is physical damage. So the Lotus Orb deals with a lot of their abilities, and then the AC does quite a good job of dealing with their damage as they are working on an Ags on Phoenix, and all the other items are already come out. The BKB is done on Nico Baby.
Oh.
Celery is...
He's good.
Yeah, he's fine. Not even close.
Dude, they keep putting that sentry in the same spot, and they're not getting that ward. He just killed that sentry.
This is the new ward. I've seen them do this on several high grounds.
He just countered that sentry, and you put it in the exact same spot. A little bit of mauled here. Okay. Are they going to find
settle
it?
down.
I need to. Titan Sliver and Repair Kit found for the losing team. 2 pretty good items, especially if you want to defend your base with this Alchemist Shadow Demon. Makes it a lot easier.
Paladin Sword's a pretty nice item for Alk, though, so he'll probably hold on to that as the amp on his ult regen as well as a little bit of lifesteal never hurts for the man-up battles during the engagements.
There is a Mind Breaker as well on the Ricky, so even more silence on that initial jump.
It just means you can use your diffusal without having to worry about clouding immediately. Yeah. It's a nice luxury item for Ricky. Makes your chain of abilities very easy to execute, and you can also do more damage before casting the cloud.
Yeah, this very well could be the game if they do want to try to fight him at Roche, but already Alliance is out.
Right outside of the pit, so
They know.
Alliance didn't deward that at all. A lot of vision for Radiant around this.
They're going to try to get the roll, but no, instantly silence. He does get swapped out. Can the Pango survive? He's going for it now. He does get it off. Will at least initiate snaking first
Venge
one to go down.
alive.
He has to buy back, and the Venge is alive. There's going to be the Phoenix side. Do they have enough damage to kill? I don't think so. It's only Aramis hitting it. And he's just going to get stunned by it.
No.
Nico Baby still alive as well, and Limp just running him over. But oh man, Shad
is chunking.
doing some damage. He's doing a lot of damage with the Spirit Vessel as well. Boom, somehow survived a little bit longer, but Shad gets brought down. Limp seems to be a little bit too strong here. They will chase for more.
Raid boss
Pango goes down. And it looked, that was, for being 12K down with an Alchemist draft, I feel like they played that fight very well, but you are 12K down. And eventually the items and all the levels just add up.
Yeah, Limp's just an absolute beast right now. He can't afford to be focused, and since he built this Ags, which I think is a really good presence of mind from him to know they can't afford to focus him, his damage output's even higher. Yeah. And I think they did a great job buying time with the swap into the Disruption onto the Vengeful Spirit so that he lives as well. And they just didn't have the... They didn't believe they had the time, I think, to focus that egg down, and then...
Yeah.
They couldn't really disengage either.
But look at this. This is risk. You need a risky play, though.
No DPL, no egg, no Centaur ult.
BKB up on Alk. They know the Ricky's dead. He has no buyback. They don't know that because it is off cooldown. He just doesn't have the gold. That was the Ricky's 10-second BKB, and he did nothing with it. I saw it. He jumped to try to kill the Venge, and you said the Disruption came out. But this fight, can Viking GG just take it and bring themselves back into this game?
They have to get this. If they don't get it now, they're never getting it.
There's going to be the blinking. Silence there as well. Is Alchemist going to go down? It is a nice swap out. There will be a Centaur ulti. No one taking Roche. They all get out there buying time. Yeah.
Nico Baby's alive.
He is. Has the BKB up as well now, but they're going to go right back in. They want to take it.
Egg is up. Death Prophet ult in 30.
Oh my goodness. Shadow Poison chunks Roshan too. My goodness. Nico Baby in there, scouting it out a little bit. There is a sentry now. He blinks forward, instant stun. Goodbye, Venge now. A good play, saves the Shadow Demon for 1 second. It will be an instant buyback from the Shadow Demon. The Venge needs to as well, and Shad,
Phoenix heal.
He's just right-clicking. They can't bring him down so much heal. Maybe they can. Shad, he's trying. The egg's there. He's just right-clicking it. The Alchemist actually gets it with Toby, but they bring him down in the long run. 100 seconds. Alk is down for. Toby goes down as well. And yeah, 16K lead. That's going to be a Roshan, and this is more than likely going to be their base as Death Prophet's ulti is up, just needs some mana.
I like what both teams did there. I like that Viking GG had a sense of urgency, not playing scared, playing to win the game, and I know that Alliance is aware that as long as they get this Roche, this game's in the easy pickings for them, and all they had to do was buy time for Nico Baby. Great stalling from them, casting abilities, just poking, knowing they didn't have to actually engage, just had to make sure the Alchemist didn't finish it too fast. And it's just good Dota from both sides. I think Alliance had the upper hand early. Viking GG tried to fight back several times, but honestly, Limp, I think, is the X factor here. He's just way too farmed.
And the item progression with the mech and the Lotus Orb, that, you know, it's not just him going down this flow chart of I'm middle DP, I buy this. He mixes it up against this Alk Venge, and it really pays off.
Yeah, he's we're not trying to take away credit from anyone else on the team, but I definitely give MVP to Limp this game as he crushed that lane, man. I know your favorite. I know you're supposed to beat Ember, but I don't know if you're supposed to be 27-14 when he's 14-1 on CS.
Oh my goodness, Aramis is just dead immediately. Toby, he's rolling. He's like, I got to defend the base a little bit. Hit Snake King once, make it 2 times. Make it a 3rd. He just, okay, I don't know. I guess he just really wanted to get the kill on
Ember's
Snake King.
dead on the other side.
He's dead as well, and well, it's all 5 heroes dead. Alk will respawn. They're just attacking the tower. GGs are called there. And Alliance, 32-minute win. It felt like they were in control since 0 minutes in. An extremely good performance from Alliance this game. And they knew how to deal